Denzel,
Yes, Patel.
what is this outfit?
Oh, I've been in Humane Labs all morning, I'll be honest.
You've been at Humane Labs?
Yeah, all morning.
The fuck you been doing there?
So Denzel, you know, have you been chatting around the city, boom, bing, bing,
Chatting around the
having your
city.
chat with people? I mean, like having your meetings with people? I've been having my own meetings with people, and people are unhappy with you.
Okay, who's unhappy with me?
Block Boy is unhappy with you. Chucky's unhappy with you.
Okay,
Chris
let's...
is in the
We'll
mist
start
right
this off.
now.
We'll start this off.
Hmm.
Chucky has stolen a meth table off the Mandem and is refusing to repay it.
So, to my understanding, he bought that meth table with his money, no?
No, he's stolen 2 when he left the group, and he only had 1 of his own.
Hmm.
But it's fine. I will retrieve it.
No, I can make a call and get that back right now.
I don't know. I think it's more interesting if I retrieve it.
How are you gonna retrieve it?
iPod staring.
The fuck is this conversation? Can we get back to what we was talking about?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
what happened between you and Chucky and Block Boy?
Nothing.
Because, from my understanding, I had conversations with them, and from my understanding, to put it bluntly, the way they see it is you turn the mob into a meth grinding a gang.
Okay. There are 2 people in the mob cook meth. Because they wanted to. Everybody that didn't want to doesn't cook meth. So how is that a meth grinding gang?
No, I'm just saying what I'm hearing.
No, but that's what I'm, you know...
Yeah. And I've heard there's a lot of pot stirring that you've been doing with the mob.
So, I mean, does this come from Chucky?
And not just Chucky solely, but a nice chunk of people.
Yeah, I think what we should do... We should probably get, like, every member of the mob and have a conversation with them. You know, before we hold, you know, meetings with half the story, I'll be honest.
Denzel, that's why... Do you want to go for a walk, Denzel, or something?
I'm just saying, there's...
Well,
members...
that came with a sass, you know.
No, like, if you're gonna... Denzel, am I not speaking with you right now?
Oh, no. I agree. Oh, sorry,
you...
Pata. I do
Yeah.
apologize. If that came across as hostile towards yourself,
Yeah.
I do apologize. That wasn't the intention. I've been dealing with numerous issues, complaints, you know, in regards to certain people. And I've been there to advise. Yesterday, a decision was made, and somebody decided to leave the mob. He was probably at the conversation for about 10 seconds before he got too angry and walked off. At that point, he then sold his house, removed everybody's keys, and told them he was done without speaking to any one of them. And is now refusing to give any of them money back for the house, even though it was a group effort of contribution. And he's also taken things with him that don't belong to him.
So you're telling me they need to be killed?
Yeah, so Chucky is a thief at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay. What has he stolen?
So he has stolen a meth table and is refusing to give...
the boys their money back.
Yeah, basically 4 people contributed towards that property. And obviously he was the only one that made the decision to leave.
Okay.
So I do apologise if I came across like quite aggravated because, you know, this has been a back and forth for, you know, nearly 24 hours now.
Yeah. No,
Whereas,
the reason why I came to you because I want to hear it from you because I know Jay's been hanging out with you a lot, and every time I try getting a hold of Jay, he's with you. But I guess stuff that I've heard that's kind of
So the thing with Block Boy, for example, So Block Boy will never tell anybody he's with anything that they don't want to hear.
So it's like he's
for example, if me and Lion had a falling out, right? He would speak to Lion and say,
so you're saying he's two-faced?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He was playing both sides between Jay and Chucky. Basically, Jay and Chucky disagreed on somebody they wanted it to bring into the group. He was telling Chucky, "Yeah, I think you should bring them in." And then on the other side, he was telling Jay, "I don't think he's a good fit." Which then led to this situation.
Yeah.
Ultimately, a disagreement between the two people that were, I suppose, leading this friend group or whatever it was.
Yeah. So, another question. What happened when they were having a conversation you were hiding?
When was this?
I don't know. Black Boy mentioned you were hiding, and all his boys kind of lied to him about you being there or anyone being there.
I'm not really sure when this happened.
Me neither.
But he was... Oh no, he's been told. Yeah, he knows I was there. He was fully aware of me being there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what was that about?
Because at that point, this is why the reason I made the decision to hide is because what was happening is people were saying different things and nobody would tell the truth. At that meeting in which I was hidden, Chucky and Block Boy both confessed that they're sick of being under the Mandem, and and being in the Mandem's shadow, and they wanted to do their own thing. But without, I wanted to hear that for myself, and without, if I was visibly there, they would never have said it. And that's been a reoccurring thing for weeks, where there's just two people leading that had very different opinions of what they wanted going forward. And I think obviously, sorry.
The mob's not under the Mandem, right?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
And that's what I was trying to... So I don't understand why, that was ever... I'll be honest, that narrative wasn't really even put into place until... I think it's more of a Block Boy thing. But then again, Block Boy did tell me and Ved the other day that he was looking to join the Mandem. So maybe that's where that kind of came from.
Okay.
So maybe he was hoping it was underneath the Mandem. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Which would lead me to... He had
a chat with me being like, oh yeah, I had a chat with Ved, and he kind of told me the same thing you told me, so I kind of bun that off,
Exactly. So, I mean, like I said, that isn't what we do here, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not the way that it is.
Yeah. Okay. And I guess one thing like Chucky and them also mentioned is you're starting up a new group or some shit. I don't know if that's true or not.
Absolutely not. Not necessarily a new group, but like I say, Jay is without a home. Like I say, I vibe with Jay during these hours, you know what I mean? When there's not necessarily many people around. He's very fond of cooking meth. And like anybody else that would like to learn, that's what I'm willing to, to teach them if they're willing. And that's all as it was. There is multiple members, as the mob as it existed, that were never interested. And they, were never asked to do that.
Yeah.
So it's completely on a, want to know basis. But also, so Chucky really was very keen with the meth thing. He was in theory, he would tell me he was enjoying himself, getting to 75. Obviously, all of his table fees were being paid. He was having all the paint thinner provided. Within an hour of, I suppose, declaring himself left, he sold 19 pillows of meth that were cooked with Mandem money through the paint thinner to a different group.
Who did he sell them to?
I don't know who he sold them to, but apparently he has sold them.
So from my understanding, like you had this meth little operation going on. People kind of took it upon themselves to wanting to make more profit.
I'll be honest, it was Chucky that decided he could. I think he wanted to make more money. You know what I mean? But what he doesn't realise is, so the cost of paint thinner is anywhere between, I say, 3,000 to 4,000, right? From what he told Jay that he sold them for, he's selling them at 4K a pillow, which is fine if you're not paying for the paint thinner. But I'm assuming the people that he'll be selling pillows to will not be paying for his paint thinner. So, like, I gave them 200,000 from the meth runs that we'd done with their meth. You know, which equate to a lot more money than they'd ever would have made. Like, that's over 500 pillows that they would need to have sold, you know, to make their money.
Yeah. And what's it called? How are you dealing with him stealing us a meth table?
I'll be honest, that's like he was giving it back until about 30 minutes ago.
Why? What happened 30 minutes ago?
I have no idea. I don't know. I haven't been with them.
Because if we need to get this meth table back, like, you know, we can get it back. But at the end of the day, I kind of want them. I think are they still a thing right now or not? The mob.
I wouldn't know. The mob is no longer a thing. I would say that is gone.
I want them disbanded and gone. You know.
Yeah, no, that's.
What happened to them?
Course.
Why did it disband? Like, what was the? Is it just not vibing or what?
The person who owned the property just sold it and removed everyone's keys and left. Like, that's the person that we're talking about then.
So Chucky owned the property. Sorry.
Did you guys know like why he wasn't happy about the whole Ava thing?
Nah,
to my knowledge, it was pretty much Denzel. Like they didn't want to be under Mandem, and I guess then when what Denzel was doing kind of made them feel like the Mandem was too invested, you know, and like they had to do. What
I had a conversation with Jay. They basically. So Chucky and a few of the other boys wanted to bring in Ava from Mandem Records. And Jay was like, you're bringing her in too quick. Don't think she's the right fit. This isn't happening, you know?
As like a hang around, right?
I don't know if it's hang around or full member. I didn't know. I basically said it sounds like you're recruiting too quick, you know? To Jay. But they had a disagreement on like Ava, which is understandable, and yeah, I think that.
Yeah, so the disagreement and the reason for them actually falling apart was nothing to do with meth. That's only, you know, become a reason after they didn't want to admit it was over a disagreement of somebody joining because they'd been called out for being kind of like, you know, at the end of the day they were joint leading it. So there was nothing. It was nothing to do with meth until they'd left.
So I mean, from what you've been telling me, it seems like Chucky was into the meth shit, but once he left, it's more of like Denzel wouldn't leave us alone. He's been just tickling our buttholes, and Mandem's too involved.
I'll be honest. You can ask any other member of the mob, and you will. I was being called non-stop by Chucky to ask me to help him. So you know, for him to say that is kind of crazy to me.
How about Block Boy saying it?
Block Boy has only been hanging around the mob for less than a week.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was a part of the mob. I can't lie.
Exactly. So, you know, it's irrelevant what he has to say, if I'm honest.
They've had an issue with the meth stuff for a few days now.
I know they had an issue with it when RJ was selling to GG and promised them that they would sell their pillows to GG.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Can I just say what? I mean, to be honest with you, those guys were pretty soft. They had one mishap.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
So I mean, the whole point of them was to just have like a, you know, something different. But at the end of the day, I kind of rather they be dissolved and we work with other people that, you know, me and SK have been talking to, this and that, you know.
Yeah.
There's
what's Chucky doing now? Like, what's Chucky?
He's made his own group and invited Ava.
Oh.
But Chucky made his own group and invited Ava.
Yeah, invited
what's
the person.
Jay doing?
Jay's hanging with Fixer, and
okay,
they're just chilling, you know.
What about the others? Like,
well, Block Boy, for some reason, Block Boy. So this is why I'm a bit confused. So Block Boy is with Chucky, but now he's hanging around with Jay and telling Jay he wants to still be with him. So that's why,
like you said, he's kind of two-faced in a sense, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I think I probably helped too much from the sounds of this. I think I gave them too much of the benefit of the doubt. You know, I thought they would have, I suppose, appreciated kind of what I put on the table for them. You know, I'll be honest, the amount of money that probably has gone into, you know, trying to make them get active with like pushing and, you know, that kind of stuff, from me has been, you know, coming close to nearly $1 million.
The thing is, bro, these a lot of these newer groups coming up are lazy.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think that's my lesson learned there. You know.
Yeah, that was just this is me putting in my 2 cents.
No, but I agree. I think the fact that they went on like an oil rig, and then they just, you know, everything. So they were pushing weed, and then they went on an oil rig, and then they were like, well, yeah, why should we ever push weed? You know what I mean?
Right there, to be honest.
And that's nobody's fault at the end of the day. It's just,
I think they just moved too quick, you know, because at the beginning they were they had their little outfits on. They were being like actual like mob oriented, and then they just they fell off.
They went from pushing weed to oil rigs. So.
And the thing is with, so you know, like I did for you boys when like I said, we were doing the meth thing and I was helping you get the thing up. What's actually happened, and the way that I see it is they've used, you know, the equipment that I provided. It didn't cost them a penny. All their fees were paid for. Their paint thinner was paid for. They've used my knowledge to get to 75. As soon as they've got there, they have decided to, you know,
they just forgot everything you kind of did in a sense.
Yes, and to me, that kind of shows what kind of people they are, you know? But yeah, we live and we learn. I thought admittedly, I must have read them wrong.
Y'all chilling. I mean, they're the ones learning.
Yeah, but this being said, boys, Eli is going to be working on his operation. I know some of the boys have been working on, you know, getting blue up on the streets. Once Eli has his supply, I wanna get us back to, you know, getting the crazy. I wanted to talk to you
about that.
Yeah, crazy shit, pushing that shit. Getting Eli's rep, because the amount of work Eli's put into all this weed shit, we've been spitting on his face by not helping him bring his rep up and, you know, allowing him to have his weed empire that he's put, you know, endless amount of time and sweat and tear into, you know.
Got you.
Once he has got that operation running again, we'll be pushing at the block and we'll go crazy with it.
Have a good one, Kelsey.
And, you know, I want us doing things properly, you know? Whether you need to get your money laundered, whether you need to, like, for example, right now, any bags I get from the oil rig, I'm going to get laundered properly through businesses and other means, you know?
Understood.
And it wouldn't, like I said, that goes without saying, Els, if you need any help with the logistics and stuff, and I'm around, please ask.
I'm probably gonna need help, especially not being able to wake up consistently next time.
I'm down to help as well. And I said to Patar, if we can't move, like if you've ever got shit going bad and we can't move it, there's a bunch of people, like the Solomons included, have been asking me for weed non-stop.
Oh,
so we can make sure that anything that's grown is moved by at least somebody that we trust.
I was supposed to hit him up about that a while back, but then some shit changed. So, yeah. The only issue for me is like to get the same volume I used to, I'm gonna have to wake up hella early because.
Is there anything we can do to like minimize you doing that in a sense, like so you don't have to do that, or is that something that you personally have to do?
Well,
your rep?
For rep.
But they're not a gang. Like, they're literally just a group of friends that hang around to the block. You know.
Okay. So if I was around earlier, I couldn't help you. Like, if I helped you do it, it wouldn't help you in any way.
I mean, you could help. Well, I would have to put the seed into the dirt, you know. But
right, so you have to be there.
Done. Yeah,
he needs to do it.
I think the main thing I need help with is if like I have shit growing now, and then there's gonna be another harvest after the wave. Someone else might have to get that.
Els, what happens if somebody else plants your seeds?
He has to be the one, right?
Yeah, no rep.
Oh, so it's it's a rep thing. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so what we want to build up is the rep, while everyone else makes money, and then boom, bang, bing, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do miss shotting that weed over Playa Vista, Doc.
We're gonna start doing that again.
I do miss that.
And that being said, I don't want us being pussy with the shit we do. So make sure your houses are clean. If you guys want to push in the quarter of the block, you know.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying to you today, innit?
Yeah, like SK mentioned, I'm gonna have a chat with T so he can clear his shit out too. I mean, if he shuts it down, he'll shut it down. But as of right now, you know, I want us to be less pussy with shit, you know.
So you want us to make sure that we don't have anything real bad in
our
like
spot? Keep your
gas. Yeah. Because bro, I was saying to Patar, right? Like the type of gang we are, it should be. This block is like the estate, right? People come to the estate, they're gonna see man just shooting bud in like just on the block. There shouldn't be something that we're not doing. And it doesn't have to be just on the block, but I just mean anywhere. Like we should be able to just do that in our ends, and for people to come past and pull up and it feel like, oh shit, that they're doing that shit's going on here.
I got you. Yeah, understood. Understood.
Wait, do we have weed sling now?
No, Eli's gonna get that operation starting.
I missed the whole...
We're gonna get that.
I need to get some seeds.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get you seeds. We'll get that operation starting, and we'll have fun with it. And when cops I guess show their face, everyone drops all what they're doing, and then we go have fun with it. We make sure, you know, no one goes down. And that being said, when we're going to unhandcuff people or this or that, if someone makes the call and it's like you see a chance to actually do it, don't hesitate, don't do this, don't do that, because that's one thing we also do a lot is hesitate with that shit, you know. Or it's like wait for this person, that person, you know. So if you guys do need handcuffs, let me know. If you guys need other shit, let me know.
Yeah, I still need that brown.
I want to not give up on each other as easily, you know.
Can I ask for some help for something then? I want to I would like to start like every day, no matter what, every day, even if it's quiet, like, or at least every other day, try and just open the pub up, right? I want to try and start shotting shit in there, you know, like coke, weed, all of that. Like, I want to make that a spot that you go in there, you know, you can get that little bit on the side of the toilets, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just.
I feel like something like that would be good. Like, it'd be a really good place to funnel it, you know?
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I think you know, a lot of that shit can happen, especially when you have your pub events. I know a lot of the boys go shot, you know, they move weight around in the pub. But that being said, you know, if you need handcuffs, let me know. We technically should have handcuffs at all time. I want you guys to always, you know, keep a gun on you, because who are we to the world if we're gonna get caught lacking because we don't have a gun on us, you know? Speaking to a lot of people in the city, they view us as a top dog. They put us on a pedestal. And if you let someone rob you or let you get caught lacking, like Dean the other day, didn't you get caught lacking because no one had a gun?
Yeah, Alfred.
From Alfred, yeah.
The situation was Matthew continued ordering his food and watched me get robbed.
See, like situations like that shouldn't happen. And remember, SK, when me and you shot cops for Dean that one time? And no one else shot cops? Because me and you were the ones
when we hopped out and we started. Yeah, I remember that.
You know? Like, we shouldn't ever go into situations like that. We have the shit we need. You need something? Speak up, you know? Make sure you're always prepared for whatever, so that we're not hesitating. Oh, I don't have a gun. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have handcuffs, you know?
Yeah.
So, if you guys need anything, let me know. If you guys need anything, you guys know people.
Can I get 2 brownings, please?
Yeah.
I'm owed 400 weed seeds by the mob that they're currently working on.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I had a shit ton of seeds. I gave seeds to Denzel. Denzel got a shit ton of seeds. He then gave them to the mob, but they never planted them and they went bad.
Oh, okay.
So I told them they owe me 400 seeds.
I think Fixer's kind of doing it with his, I think, so I don't really know. You'll definitely get them back, SK.
Yeah.
So Fixer has seeds right now?
I think he had one male, one female when I last spoke to him, so he's got a while.
Eli, can I talk to you afterwards about
He'll
some
get there.
shit?
Yeah, he'll get there.
Me or who?
Eli.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's about the
Eli, I'll go grab your shit.
Yeah. How much are you?
That's 44.
Patar, can I grab some handcuffs? I think James.
how many
James,
you need?
just the one, please. I think James has got mine.
Yeah.
Are they